Well, hello everybody. The past week has been a whirlwind of an adventure due to Hurricane Beryl slamming on shore as a Category 1 hurricane and almost passing directly over me. Luckily, all I lost was power, internet, and part of my roof. Power is now restored, I have internet, and so I took advantage of today's good weather to go down and film the battleship to see how it fared during the storm. And before the worst of the storm hit, I stepped outside to film a short clip of what the weather looked like. But it did get much worse several hours later, as expected, unfortunately. So the eye wall is going to pass about 15 or 20 miles to the west, and it's already getting a little bit nasty outside. We have about 2 hours until the peak. Woo! It's getting a little sporty out here. This is going to be interesting next couple hours. And shortly after that clip was filmed, I lost power and did not have it back again for almost 3 days. With all that being said, let's get back to what everybody is here to see. The mighty USS Texas battleship. One of the most common questions I am asked is, where are the anti-aircraft guns? And for reasons unknown to me, there were 2 sets that were left on board, this being one of them. But I assure you, based on what I read from the Battleship Texas Foundation's website, once the guns are restored and the battleship is ready, they will be reinstalled. And with the first look at the battleship, obviously it did not suffer any damage from the storm, as I am certain during its time of active service, it saw much worse weather. As we approached the bow, the only thing I did notice was the temporary P-plat they had installed during the towing operations was bent back towards the stern. And there are many more lines attached to the ship holding it to the dock. And as most of the viewers may not know, the Battleship Texas Foundation does not support me making these videos. They are actually rather unhappy with me doing this for reasons that I do not understand. I personally feel that I am doing a public service of documenting the restoration progress of the battleship. And based on the emails and the comments I receive on these videos, they are generally highly appreciated. It would be great if the Battleship Texas Foundation would reach out to me and allow me to go on board the ship to make some much better videos, but I am certain that will not ever happen. So in the meantime, I will keep making these legal flights and filming the battleship as much as possible. Of all the shots that I filmed today, this one is personally my favorite, as the drone drops down and pans up, capturing the crow's nest with Galveston in the background. The empty anti-aircraft gun tubs are very noticeable in this shot. The battleship will look drastically different whenever the anti-aircraft guns are reinstalled. And just in case the Battleship Texas Foundation is watching, before I made this shot, I made several zoomed in passes and made sure there were no workers under where my drone would be flying. There was nothing dangerous about this shot. As luck would have it, today there was not a ship's berth on the port side of the battleship, so I was able to grab some footage of the port side, which I rarely have been able to do since the battleship was moved. The amount of scaffolding that has been constructed on the superstructure of the ship is quite extensive, and I'm really excited to see what she will look like when everything is finished. Reading directly from the Battleship Texas Foundation website, reopening is projected to happen in late 2025 or early 2026. These ships' anti-aircraft guns are currently undergoing restoration. The guns and gun directors will be replaced once the restoration is complete. The ship's 6 5-inch guns have already been reinstalled. As far as the deck repair goes, the decking on the ship's bow has been removed, as well as the wood on the ship's superstructure deck. The ship's steel deck has been sandblasted, repaired, primed, and awaits installation of a new pine deck. Workers have already begun fitting the margin planks to the ship's deck. These planks are cut to length, fitted to the area deck that are going and primed. Some of the wood from the 1990 deck is being saved to produce items to raise funds. Some of these items are already for sale on the Battleship Texas Foundation's website. I will place a link to their website in the description of this video. I hope everybody enjoyed this form of video with me talking. It is not easy for me just to ramble on during the content, but I did the best I could, and I do think it is actually better than music as it does provide some useful information. And as I said before, I will place a link to the Battleship Texas Foundation website in the description of this video, and on their website they do have a page where they detail the updates every couple of weeks or so on what is actually happening on the battleship. With that, I will conclude this video. Goodbye.